Let me take this advantage to thank the Food and Agriculture Organization through Dr. George Okech, who was a representative here in Zambia. We work very closely, us in the Ministry of Agriculture and the agriculture sector as a whole, with the FAO. Dr. Okech was one man who was dedicated so much in the sustainable intensification of smallholder farming system here in Zambia.
Papa George has been a great colleague to me and a great colleague to the UNCT. And first of all, I want on behalf of the UNCT to thank him very much for his valuable contributions to the work that we do within the context of the partnership framework to support Zambia's National Development Plan.
Dr. George Okech, Papa G as we called him, he was not called Papa G for nothing. He was a perfect father figure. He remembered everyone's name, and not just the name, but what each one of you was going through.
I remember many times, as staff, you would make mistakes. Not a single day did I hear Dr. Okech raise his voice against any one of his members of staff.
So he addressed you according to the situation that you were going through.
He still managed to correct us without necessarily crushing our spirit as staff.
And he gave excellent counsel on career development, personal issues, and indeed how to work, applying strategic communication to the work that we do as the UN.
Dr. Okech will be remembered by me as Minister of Agriculture because he was a champion of conservation farming. Dr. Okech wanted our farmers to experience good agricultural practices, smart agriculture, so to say, so that our farmers will be able to increase their yields per hectare.
Papa George, he has been very active, committed, and brought substance to the table to support particularly smallholders in Zambia, and to support also women who are in agriculture. That was one of his favorite topics. I remember together working with him, discussing and trying to strategize to see how we can better help Zambian women, and particularly women who work in the agricultural sector to improve their livelihoods so that they can better support their communities and families. And lastly, I want to personally thank him from the bottom of my heart, because if I remember well, when I was coming to Zambia, he was already doing the interim of the resident coordinator's office. And he guided me very well. And his guidance started even before I arrived in Zambia. From where I was in Dakar, he used to write to me, to give me positive guidance. And as a new resident coordinator, if you don't get that positive guidance, you can miss your start in this new context. But he has been very instrumental in guiding me, in helping me, and in giving me good advice on how to have a successful mandate or mission here in Zambia.
We've received a lot of cooperation from FAO and under his leadership, which has seen this program move to what we call Expanded Food Security Path, embarked on working on what we call a Zambia Integrated Social Protection Information System with Smart Zambia with the help of FAO.
Dr. George was so instrumental in helping the government of Zambia to solicit for funds from the European Union and FAO itself, which we put together and helped Zambia to have this system in place. Today we are able to know on the click of the button across the country, in all the 116 districts, how many farmers there have accessed our inputs. All those are achievements that Dr. George has pushed to our government, and this we are really appreciating.
Actually, Dr. Okech has been one of the most humorous supervisors that I've ever worked with.
Papa G, we'll greatly miss you. It's a sweet and sour situation for us. We know you have to retire. The UNCG will never be the same without you.
We are going to greatly miss you as a team. And we pray that even as you retire, God is going to bless you, God is going to grant you good health and long life.
It has been good working with you. You've really helped us push forward the programs, and we wish you well in your future endeavors. Thank you.
The legacy that you have left on our country as regards food and the sustainability of our families is so much. Zambia will never forget you, George. George, I can only wish you that even if you are going into private life, don't discard that mentality for people to have food. On a lighter moment, I enjoyed visiting your office, even if you told me that you were not comfortable with very senior government officials coming to you. I enjoyed so much, and I enjoyed mixing you. George, go and have a good time in the other half of your life. Your work life has been great. Your other personal life that you are going to now, go and make it great as well. Thank you, George.
Dr. George, I wish you a good farewell and God's blessings. My brother, you've been a champion of smallholder farmers, and you've dedicated yourself. You traversed through the country, especially in the rural areas, to see to eat. You are a man who knows how people suffer in rural areas and how your heart was for these people to see to eat, that they can generate an income so that they can uplift their livelihoods and that they can be food secured at a household level and of course into the national food basket. So I wish you God's blessings in your endeavors.
Papa George, this is your sister Kumba, not your resident coordinator. I thank you so much for all you contributed to the UN country team in Zambia. At the professional level, at the human level, you are just a great human being. I wish you all the best for the future, and please keep in touch. Thank you very much.